Well, hello and welcome to Cheese Friday with Radical Geek. So this week, I've got a fun cheese. This is called bread cheese, and I'll bring it up here so you can see it in the camera. It looks like this, and you see it looks kind of like pre-grilled. Let me get it out of the package. So this bread cheese. So it is, and we're gonna warm it up in the fry pan. I kind of thought maybe we would just have like a quick little breakfast together. So this bread cheese is actually Scandinavian in origins. Only original bread cheese from Scandinavia would actually be made from reindeer milk, and our cheesemongers and makers and creators in the United States have found a way to reproduce that by using cow's milk. So we've made some changes and improvements. I'm gonna turn my little skillet on. I just feel like when we have cheeses like this that we should do the whole process. So it's a cow's milk cheese, it's pressed, it's really a very low moisture and doesn't have a ton of fat in it, which all of that pressing and then of course the pre-grilling so that we're just kind of warming it up is sort of what helps it hold all together. By the way, oh my gosh, welcome to Friday Morning Chaos. And yes, the lighting's a little off, it's dark in here because I'm using my phone. You can even see my other tripod where the cam usually is. It's Friday morning, work has been insane and there's no end in sight today. So I was like, on the fly, and we're gonna somehow make it happen. So, welcome. Anyways, it's the same kitchen you see all the time, only more chaotic because we forgot to start the dishwasher last night, so it's running right now. So I've got some dishes that didn't make it because we had them after we started the dishwasher, but thankfully we do have coffee, which boy did I need. So let me cut this into some sticks here, and you can really cut it any size, but I find sticks are kind of a nice size for dividing up. And just chop it. I'll also come show you one of these so you can see. It's a very firm, semi-hard cheese, and I think I like showing you guys when you can see that texture up close. I don't have a good gauge of where the camera is, so you can see. So it's like kind of like almost a squeaky firmness. It's not going to crumble. You can totally 100% slice it. And by the way, if you're having an event where you get a bunch of this and you throw it on into the skillet and fry it up, it's delightful as like a little entertaining side or appetizer at parties. Great with jammy stuff, great with very savory stuff. This piece is really big, so I'm going to cut it in one more. And it's just like, it's a really salty, briny kind of cheese flavor. So if you think like a basket cheese, similar to halloumi, so it's also got that, so salty, briny, but also, what's the word I'm looking for? Very smooth and creamy forward. So, gosh, on this camera, I'm looking really red. I'm not actually that red, it's just the lighting. So, I told you about this being Scandinavian, and as you could see, we always talk about color as well. So, it was a very, very white, but not because it's goat cheese, it's still cow's milk cheese, but that's part of the process of the pressed cheese making. And as far as aroma goes, it really almost has no smell to it. So I'm gonna get some tongs. These don't make that click noise, so they're no bueno for like good luck. But I just thought tongs will be a little bit easier for flipping. You can see it browns up super fast. So we're just gonna go through and give it a good flip. And for those who are wondering, no, I'm not eating all of this cheese, but I know that other people in the house will find out that there is fried cheese and come grab it. So I've got an extra plate right here that I'll throw it on and slide these around a little and make some space in my pan, because that way we can go ahead and dump in my eggs. I mean, you can't really go wrong with cheese and eggs for a meal, right? So very simple, very easy, and yet very nice, nicely ketogenic, optimized, and delicious. I don't know if these are going to be the best eggs ever. Sometimes when you're in a rush and stressed, it doesn't always work out the way you intend it. And it's definitely not right now because my eggs not wanting to come apart. All right. It is what it is, right? Just give those a flip. This is probably the worst cook on eggs I've done in a long time. What's my problem today? I don't know. But everybody has those days, right? So I can't even get this one to flip it. There we go. Goodness gracious. Now I've busted the yolk. Let's just get in there. It's done. So, yeah. Welcome to Morning Chaos. Happy Friday. In addition, tonight though, I have a friend who started some seedlings. So I'm going to go pick up some jalapeno starters. And this cheese, I'm going to just throw it on the other side. This one could use a little griddle on the edge. Get them edges nice and griddled as well. These two pieces stuck together. All right, this one I'm just gonna get this one edge here. It's always nice to have that fried cheesiness on all the sides, am I right? So, but we're ready to pull it off. I'll show you my ugly but delicious breakfast. Fully plated, and you saw it just took minutes. Easy peasy. Remember, we love Scandinavian cheeses. That's the yolk that I broke, so it's kind of unattractive and overcooked looking, but it'll still eat just fine. Throw some salt. I love salt and pepper on my eggs. And the peppers right here, grate some of that on there. And want our eggs without some hot sauce? I've got my fermented black cap ruffled feather hot sauce, and we'll add a little bit of that right on here and give it a little shake. Just some flavor. I don't want it to be overpower my plate, even though it's so good. Sometimes I kind of do want it to do that. And we'll just throw me a couple pieces of cheese right here. These two are sticking together. Give me some cheese sticks. And let me make sure I get these out of the pan for everybody else. All right. And then, of course, you know, I'll come in a break and wash my pan up. It'll take like 2 minutes. And what a day. This is not the most sexy breakfast in the world, but I guarantee it's delicious. And I'll bring it up close for you. But it's cheese. Look at that cheese. Look at its gorgeousness. You don't have to look at my eggs, which are not beautiful. But look at that cheese. And then, of course, what kind of cheese Friday would it be if we don't eat the cheese, right? So let me carve right in. Oh my gosh, it's so creamy because it's melted and it just goes and spreads in your mouth. It's so delicious. Oh, it would be easy to eat that whole brick, even though that would be like, you know, your whole day's worth of food. So I hope that you are enjoying this Friday. Remember, bread, cheese, hustolipa, Scandinavian cheese, enjoy. And of course, halloumi is a great alternative. There are a lot of frying cheeses, but we've just never done this one. So I hope you have a great day. I appreciate you. And I will see you Sunday for coffee talk. And I think we're gonna grill a piece, well, we're gonna skillet fry a piece of tuna so I can show you how you sear off those tuna steaks. So you have a great and fabulous day. And I have to run up here to my camera, so see you soon. Bye-bye.